Back in the win column again, baby. 16-5. Exactly what the Yankees needed. A laugher in Toronto against the Blue Jays to tie the series 1-1. There's 2 games left, so we'll see what happens. But they needed a type of effort like this to kind of relax the team a little bit. And maybe it'll calm some of the fans down who seem to think this is the 2023 Yankees and who seem to think the team is collapsing. How concerned should we be? Keep hearing this from the same channels every day. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. 22 games over 500. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's 23 games over 500 now. But 16-5. I'll take it. Everyone in this lineup got a hit. Everybody. Okay. We had Volpe was 2 for 6. Soto 2 for 4 with a big 3-run home run. Aaron Judge 3 for 5. Who else? J.D. Davis joined the party 1 for 4 tonight with a key double. Oswaldo Cabrera was 1 for 1. Gleyber Torres 2 for 4 and with a big home run. Alex Verdugo was 2 for 5 also. Second or third day in a row he got multiple hits. So DJ LeMahieu was 1 for 4. Jose Trevino, last time up, he hit that opposite field double. He was 1 for 5. And lastly, we had Jahmai Jones, who was 3 for 5. So Marcus Stroman went for 1 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs. Mike Tonkin came in an inning, winning an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run. Luke Weaver came in with an inning, gave up 1 run. Tommy Kahnle came in with a clean inning, and Tim Hill came in with that clean inning tonight to solidify that win. 16-5, baby, for the Yankees. Hope you're all feeling better about this. I know I am. And shout out to everybody in the chat. So, shout out to everybody. Definitely feels better when the Yankees win, doesn't it? Yes, and rest in peace, Martin Mull, Hollywood actor, Jack. Yes, indeed. He was 80 years old. Amen, Consiglietti. Amen, baby. That's right. They're probably not going to show up, right? Peanuts in the house. We got Jack. We got my man, my Tom Hagen's in the house. Jonathan's here. Yeah, and also, and like if you haven't seen the title of this, Schmidt has started throwing again, and Carlos Stanton has started activities on the treadmill again. So they're both resuming baseball activities or sport, regular activities. So that's a good thing. I thought Giancarlo Stanton would be out a heck of a lot longer, but the fact that he's resuming activities, that's a good sign. The fact that Clark Schmidt's resuming activities is also a good sign. So I still think he's going to be. Joe's in the house. I still think he'll be here before the trade deadline. So Clark Schmidt. I'm not sure about the All-Star break, but at the very least, trade deadline. He's gonna need a couple rehab games. God, Buckeyes in the house. The King of Texas should have kept IKF. He did go deep, IKF, and so yes, he did. And so I think so did Guerrero, right? So Brandon Moore. Yeah. It looked like the team was able to relax after that key home run by Juan Soto. It was like like a collective exhale for the team that really showed this team and that they could actually relax. They could actually pile on the runs if they needed to, and they did exactly that again tonight. So Rodon, a lot of these guys, Brandon, not only Rodon, but Rodon, we need him to be better. We need him to be better. Right now it's just Stroman and Nestor Cortez who are really, keeping them in games right now. So, Cole needs some more games to get his pitch count up. They got to work on it, get his endurance back, and Luis Hill's got to get out of a funk too. So, and we'll see what happens when Clark Schmidt comes back. Does Luis Hill go to the bullpen? And if he does, does he bring the same type of electricity in that arm like a Mason Miller does from the A's? So that we maybe wouldn't have to trade half the farm for Mason Miller, right? Now, people keep asking about all the time. And keep seeing these articles. Should the Yankees be trading for Mason Miller? This Mason Miller, that? I don't know. Chet. Well, Wink is in the house. D Train's in the house. Stroman should be the hell yeah. Rick Fulmer. Yeah, Cody Bellinger. That was an intriguing article I saw. And they said the Yankees have scouts in Cody Bellinger's game. So did the Texas Rangers. And if Cody Bellinger came here, he could be the first baseman, and they could essentially have Ben Rice, who was in the ninth inning catching, be the essentially a backup catcher to platoon with Austin Wells, and maybe they'll move to Jose Trevino in a trade. No, it could happen. I mean, Bellinger would be an upgrade to the offense, first base, and you'd still get to keep Ben Rice's bat in the lineup. So that it's an intriguing possibility, that's for sure, Brandon. So could you imagine if they got Cody Bellinger and Ryan McMahon? Would be freaking nuts. But I don't know if they I don't know if they'll do that. And Cody Bellinger he can opt out after this year, but he'd be walking away from $50 million over the next 2 seasons after that. So I don't know if he's done enough to justify that. So I have a feeling he would probably stay. But we'll see. Lou is in the house. DM's in the house. Yeah. It's nice when every single Yankee gets on board with at least one hit. Davey, Robert, what's happening? It was definitely necessary, 100%. We just need to see better energy like this, more production from them. When they get going, they get going. They can feed off each other. No, and a mental break benching. Well, it looks like a Glib Day, gave did Glaber some good. He just looked a lot more relaxed and happy, and was more productive today. He went deep too, so it looks like that's what he needed, and that's Boone holding the players accountable. He benched Gleyber Torres for several games, and he came back now, and he's playing well, at least today. So that's holding him accountable, right? So I know a lot of people say Boone never holds players accountable, and there's a clear example of him doing that. So, we need more Chet. We need the Yankees to break out several games. You're right about that. So, and it is a message to league. I mean, don't sleep on this Yankee team. Don't sleep on this team. They are going to be pretty dangerous, right, Kenneth? Clemens is here too. Yeah, Torres and LeMahieu, fine. Even DJ LeMahieu. Yeah, Keith, what's happening? Yeah, man. The wounds are starting to get cauterized. That's a good way of thinking about it, Clemens. I like that. Taz, member of the family for 18 months, man. We love you, man. We love you, bro. Pat's definitely woke up. Hope this is the beginning of this resurgence of our team. Let's go. Damn right. Damn right, man. Happy to have you part of the family, bro. Always, man. But that's you. You hit the nail on the head, man. You hit the nail on the head, brother. Hope this is in the beginning of a resurgence of this team. Yep. We need to go on a roll now. This team, we go on a roll. Put the league back on notice that this team is, and then even on a roll, if Cashman adds reinforcements to that, that's pretty darn good. NFE, there he is, my man, my guy. NFE's in the house. Doesn't it feel nice to get that win, bro? Yeah, defeat Tigger. Get him, pals. Right, Rob? Yeah, well, exactly. Every team goes through a rough stretch. 100%. Every team goes through a rough stretch. It's not the end of the world that the Yankees go through the rough stretch. So it's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, these are just Mets trolls, Brandon. I wouldn't worry about these people. It's, don't even waste your energy and your time, Brandon. They're not worth it. They're trying to stir people up, and Mets. That's what Mets trolls are. They have nothing better to do with their time. It's because they're so miserable being Mets trolls. So, but again, we still have to face two other pitchers. They're pretty decent pitchers. And then on Sunday is going to be the big one. It's going to be Garrett Cole versus Kevin Gausman. So that's going to be a big game. And tomorrow we have, let's see who we've got here tomorrow on the hill pitching Saturday. And then it's a 3:07 game tomorrow. It's going to be Nestor Cortez versus Chris Bassett. Cortez 4-6 with a 340. Bassett 6-6 with a 345. Very similar profiles. Very similar profiles. And exactly, Consigliani. There he is. That's right. No crybabies and winners. One. Exactly, man. They only come when they lose, right? And they think they're having an impact. They're not. No, I'm not going to break this fortress that we have going on here. No way. Yeah, Browning Judge's leadership was yes, it was, and Soto. Soto definitely did his part to help relax his team today. So, it's nice to see. Maybe that's a sign, right? I want to get him back behind the dish. So, I don't know. Don't worry about it, Brandon Moore. Dude, don't worry about it, man. It's all good, Brandon. Yeah. The trolls, man. You bring yourselves to the mats. NFE's got the mats out for you. Be a nice, relaxing endeavor. We promise you, you'll enjoy it. Well, at least NFE will enjoy it. So, you've been with us for a while, Billy. You're one of the OGs, man. No doubt, Brandon Moore. No doubt, dude. Ken is in the house. What do you know, Ken? What do you know? Dominic Trimboli's in the house. What is good? This losing streak was reduced early. Yep. No, we're a half game out of first place right now. So we are just fine. Just fine. So Cortez did pitch pretty well last time out. So hopefully he'll continue to do that tomorrow. I would love to win this series, but at the very least, I'll take a sweep. At the very least. Damn right, Keith. Love my Yankees too, and I believe in these guys. I ride with them, bad or good. I ride with my crew. Los Collectors Lounge. What is good? What is good? Love it. Lorenzo. You would entertain a possible trade for that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Naz is here too from Fortran Express. I don't know how I'd feel about a trade for. I mean, look, um I would take Bellinger over Vlad at first base, but if they brought Vlad here, if he came here, I would welcome him with open arms. But if they were going to bring in somebody, then if I had to choose between Bellinger and Vlad, we know Bellinger wanted to come be a Yankee. We know his dad played for the Yankees, so I would take Bellinger, and I'd take the lefty bat. So, and he's also, he can play multiple positions. He's also fast. He's got more intangibles, I think, than Vlad Guerrero, who was essentially a troll for the Yankees for a while. So, um, yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll probably talk to Stroman like he talked to Rodon. So I don't know, Cleanser, but that's just it was peculiar because the article came out today about Cody, the Yankees scouting Cody over the last week every game. So and him potentially being available because of the Cubs being in last place and the Yankees needing a first baseman. So it just kind of the timing was kind of peculiar. And then you see Ben Rice behind the dish today, and then again, at the end of the day, if Ben Rice doesn't have to be in the trade to the Cubs to get a Cody Bellinger, then if he stays here, then yeah, I would put him behind the plate with Austin Wells to get that bat in the lineup, and I would try to trade Jose Trevino because it would be an upgrade in offense. By the way, so I want to improve the offense any way we can. And Ben Rice is young. He brings youth here. He's a hell of a lot younger than Trevino is. So that's the way I would look at it. You know, yeah, it's a fantastic game. NFE. I I would keep. I'm going to keep my eye out for Clemens. I'm going to keep an eye out for this Cody Bellinger to the Yankees. I find it interesting, um, and it's especially if he's going to opt out, or if he'll likely opt out after the season. That could mean the trade wouldn't cost that much. So something I would definitely keep my eye out for. And what would it cost? I don't know, but um, if Everson Pereira was here, would be if he didn't get Tommy John. I mean, we can still send a pretty good package to the Cubs for a Bellinger. We can. So yeah, let's yeah. If since we blame Boone for the loss, should we give him credit tonight for that massacre of the Blue Jays? It's only fair, right? But yeah, exactly. He broke out with the oldest team he could start. Yeah. Yep. Talking to some Mets fans, they think that Steve Cohen will outbid the Yankees on Soto. I told them it would Be impossible. We'll have to offer 900 million. They won't believe. They don't believe. Yeah, I don't see him outbidding the Yankees. I just don't. No. Yeah, yeah. Percent. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. I saw that too, Joseph. Yeah, Aaron Judge was taking reps at first base. 44 likes. Keep hitting that like button, gang. Let's try to get to 100 likes if we can. Rodney, man, I appreciate you being here. We love having you, man. Welcome. Tie for first, even better, Kevin. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's go. And yeah, the hell, you damn right they did, Clemenza. This team needed it tonight. Yeah, they did, man. 0.003 points behind O's. You know what? I want to get a clear lead over them in first place. But I have a feeling it's going to be close between them all season, these two. So, wouldn't Bellinger put us way over the. Hey, Coach Carl. Put us way over the. Well, we were over that already, Carl, but, what we would. You'd be getting whatever's left of his contract. So, and I don't know how much that would be. Um, but you'd be getting that, and then but you'd have to times it by two. So if it's 8 million left, it would be 16. So my guess is any trade like that, they would probably want to offset a little bit of salary. So that maybe they'll send them somebody like Tommy Canley or Ron Marinaccio or something like that. These guys both make like 5 million a year. I think they would want to offset as much as they possibly could to ease the blow of a Bellinger acquisition. So, um, wink. Twitter panel? I don't know. I just joined that last night. That was my first one I've ever joined. So I just got a notification. I joined that last night. That was pretty cool. Joseph, would I give up Torres and Nestor? Yeah, man, if I need to. I don't think they're going to need Torres, but I would give up Nestor and Trevino. They do need a pitcher too, the Cubs. I would do that. Mm-hmm. Let's hope Men Rice or Pinch Ivan Jones is for. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed. But again, this is a refreshing performance to see by the Yankees tonight. Well, Wink, yeah, I mean, up this trade value, yeah, I don't know how much. I mean, not significantly. If he puts a stretch of 2 weeks together like that, then different story. But it was nice to see Wink him do that. It really was respond well to the benching, the multiple game benching. That was definitely a needed dynamic that we needed to see from Gleyber Torres. So I'm happy to see that. But yeah, he does. It needs to be longer than one game. But it's I'm happy to see just everybody got a hit. It was a balanced attack, so that's more the representative, type of game I'd like to see more often from the Yankees, where everybody's contributing to the win. It's not only two guys just not going to cover off the ball and carrying the offense. They didn't need that today. Everybody was just knocking the crap out of the ball. Jeimer Candelario for third base. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure if the Reds. He's with the Reds now. I don't think the Reds are gonna. I don't think the Reds are gonna sell. The Reds are in contention now. So, um, let me see. Jamer. He's with the Reds, right? Yeah. Let's see. What's he doing? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, batting 245, 14 homers, 39 ribbies, 3 steals, 778 OPS. So not too bad. I mean, if he had an opportunity, I would consider, but I'm not. I'm not exactly sure enough that the Reds are going to move anybody. I do think they're going to add. So I am watching a lot of these trials. Carl, did you see these guys today? They had couple of these guys. Hobbs Kessler ran 143 in the semis. Brandon Miller 143 in the semis. It was a really fast 800-meter semis. My gosh, impressive. Very impressive. I'm looking forward to the 5,000-meter final too. I'm not sure they're going to regret it, Marcel, but I don't know. I mean, Jordan Montgomery's getting crushed this year. So, but yeah, Carl, I'm watching as much as I possibly can of the trials. CeeLo, yeah, the hitting was contagious tonight. We needed that. We really, really did. So, um, but there's a lot of good racing right now, Carl. A lot of good racing on both the men's and the women's side. I'm really happy to see. I mean, I feel bad for Ting Mu, the 800. I really feel bad. Yeah, Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber were both put on the IL today by the Phillies, Jack. Harper with a hamstring strain and Schwarber with a groin strain. So that stings for them. Demon D's in the building too. So I mean, that's almost the equivalent of putting Soto and Judge on the line, on the aisle at the same time too. The impact. So I also do see, even with those guys, whether they're on the deal or not, I still see the Phillies probably adding a bat at the trade deadline. So what do I think of Bronny being drafted by the Lakers? So, I mean, good for him. I don't know how much he's going to contribute, but we'll see. It's nice to just the first father-son combo in NBA history, which is kind of cool. So, hopefully, he does get to play with his dad. I hope so. Yeah, James, the hits are like bananas. Yeah, yes, they are. Yeah. Um, Nothing wrong with old folks at all, especially when you're that damn good. Rodney, he is good, man. He is good. Jordan Montgomery's in the game boat. Rodon was last year. Yeah, pretty much, Billy. He's in the same boat Rodon was last year. Yeah. Started late, so it's going to take a while. Yep. Yeah, he's just not the Jordan Montgomery that the Diamondbacks thought they were getting, right? So hopefully that changes, but we'll see. You know, I I I think he gets a chance to opt out after the season too, if I'm not mistaken. So who played first tonight? I think it was it Ben Rice or DJ? Huh. Let me see who started at first base. Started at first base was JD. Oh, sorry, yeah, JD Davis. That's right. He started at first base. JD Davis, and he had a double. He had a big double. Do I think Monty should sue Boris? I don't know about sue him. He fired him. I don't know if he can sue him for that. I don't know if he'll be able to sue him because he knew. I mean, he knows that's Boris's modus operandi. So, like, there's so much he could do. But he fired him, so that's good. That's right. Yeah, JD Davis. I just looked at the lineup. JD Davis did play first. He's keep coming around his bat a little bit too. Just needed a few games. Well, I hope so, Pat. I mean, it's not like the Yankees turned the season around. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the season was falling apart. They were just had, a little, a week long slump. So, yeah, exactly. Clemenza, get rid of these guys, man. Well, yeah, Randy Levine. I can't stand Randy Levine. Just I wish he would go elsewhere. Focus on their horses. Race cars, whatever the soccer team, whatever else they're involved in, focused on that, please, and please stay away from the Yankees part of it. Uh, yeah, 98 Yankees lost four straight. I remember that, George Steinbrenner was a very unhappy man. I do remember that. I do remember that. Just happens. It's part of baseball. You know. I don't know what Sale thinks about batting in front of him. Watching greatness go right in front of him. I hope he's enjoying playing. I'm guessing Chetty he does enjoy it. I'm guessing he. I'm guessing he does enjoy it. No, just a heck of a lot more fun seeing Judge go deep and with Soto on base. Like this is kind of cool. Yes, rest in peace, Martin Mull. Yep, long time old school actor in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Randy Levine, I'm not a fan of. Definitely not a fan of. Yeah, but I am a fan of these types of wins for the Yankees. That I am definitely a fan of. Yeah, and we'll see what they do. I mean, would you folks be okay with a Bellinger acquisition? And who would you give up for him? Well, exactly, Robert. Slumps are definitely part of the game. It's very hard to be locked in 162 games. 100%. Texas says no. Okay. Anybody else? Would anybody else be okay with a Cody Bellinger acquisition by the Yankees? Yeah, I mean, apparently that, by the way, that's what we heard. Judge got she got stronger for being instead of GT. Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know if he did the same thing with Rodon, who snapped at Ben Rice, but we'll see. We'll see. But again, these guys, I mean, maybe some of them are just venting some frustrations too. As long as it doesn't become a regular thing, and I hope that they are able to make amends on the back end for this type of stuff. You want to keep the chemistry strong on this team. Bellinger's represented by Scott Boras. CeeLo. Scott Boras. Yeah, Bellinger for probably first base. CeeLo. The Yankees have been scouting him for the last week, every day, every game. So, but it just I don't know if it does that mean if he comes and plays first, does he block Spencer Jones? Like this is where the other part, kind of triggers my thought process. Like, how do you do that? And yes, he's an upgrade over what we have this year. He's upgrade over Rizzo, upgrade over Rice. Yeah, so even upgrade over Jones at this point. But as long as it doesn't interfere with like some of the Yankees' top prospects, that's my one thing I wouldn't want that to have happen. Yeah, no Boris plans. It could be Toro. Yeah, you're right. It could be 3 years of 25. I think it's two. Is it 2 years of 50 left? I think. Because he can opt out after this year. He would be leaving the 50 million. He'd be walking away from it. And this could he get more than that in the open market? I don't know. Based on his production, I'm not sure. But you're right. I mean, if he stays, then he doesn't opt out. That's 50 million for 25 and for 26. Yeah. Bellinger, nah, there's no way they're gonna trade Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones for Cody Bellinger. Seal, they'll never do that. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Praz, I could see. I wonder what the Cubs would ask for. Like I heard, like Garrett Khrushchev from the White Sox. On one person told me that they were looking for pitching. Another person told me yesterday that they actually asked for Jones, Dominguez, and I think Chase Hampton, or Will Warren, one of these guys. So yeah, right, exactly. It depends what we'd have to give up. And again, he's not tearing the cover off the ball like Judge. He's not even hitting like Soto. So, the price has to be somewhat reasonable. Somewhat reasonable. Would the Cubs take Rizzo back? I don't know, Wink. I'm not sure. And I don't think they would, want Rizzo. They'd probably want Ben Rice, the younger option for first base. That would be my guess. Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know. It's an interesting one to keep an eye on and look out for. So yeah, I would agree with Texas. My fear, and I do think that we can win with Rice. My fear is that Rice might be in the trade, would have to be in the trade for Bellinger because they wouldn't want to replace him with a young first baseman. That's my guess, but I don't know. Peraza and Warren for Bellinger. That'd be an interesting one. 70 likes. All right, maybe we can get to 100. We need 30 likes to get to 100. Strong. He could have. Maybe he could have. Maybe that's what they needed. And he definitely wears his emotions on his sleeve, Marcus Stroman. So hopefully he did it with the right intentions. Who knows what we'll find out. Cubs have Bush at first base. Okay, so they could move on from Bellinger. Then maybe Rice would catch for them. I mean, they did lose Wilson Contreras, and they haven't really replaced him. So maybe Ben Rice would be part of the trade, and he'll go to catcher. I'd be really interested to see. Andy Diaz. Yep. I heard about Yandy Diaz and even Elias Diaz from the Rockies. So it'd be interesting. There's some interesting options out there. Stephen B's in the building. What's happening, Stephen B? Hmm. Allergies been killing me this week. Offense, yeah, we need that. We needed that offensive outburst. Like we needed that. Hopefully, they will continue to produce. Every day and every day. To what level, I don't care. But we need to win more games. We really, really do. Hmm, got something in my eye. Um, did did Ben Rice play yesterday? I don't know, CeeLo. I mean, he's a young kid, so I doubt it. But he definitely got him ripped into by Carlos Rodon. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. Maybe just mixing it up a little bit, get a different dynamic out there, and they wanted to give JD Davis a legitimate shot. So that'd be my guess. So Judge looks healthy. Yes, he does, Buckeye. Yes, he does. He looks locked in too right now too. So Rice Peraza and another prospect for Ryan McMahon. Would that I don't think so. They're probably, I'm gonna guess, they're gonna want either Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez for Ryan McMahon. That'd be my guess. But we'll see. That's my I'd be surprised if they didn't want one of those guys. Yeah, the Orioles did win, so we're staying the same. Yeah, so was I, David. I was excited to see Rice at catcher and the ninth inning too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree, Jonathan. I don't think the Yankees are gonna trade Spencer Jones. Especially now he's kind of over that. Looks like he's over that hump. His adjustment with his mechanics. So it looks like, and he's hitting quite a bit better over the last couple weeks. So more indicative of Spencer Jones. I can't see him being moved. Just like I can't see the Martian being moved at this point, which is why I don't see them getting a guy like Mason Miller. Yep. Jeter, I don't know. Jeter was never a vocal guy, but I'm guessing he would have probably spoke to Rodon behind closed doors or something like that in the dugout or whatever. I don't know if Joe Torre would have allowed it. Yeah, yeah, Kevin. I would agree. They're gonna have to get at least two prospects that would hurt to lose to get a guy like Ryan McMahon. And McMahon has got, I think he has 2 more years after this year before he's free. No, maybe three before he's a free agent. So, which would give enough time for like the George Lombards of the world and the Roderick Arias of the world to develop and then maybe replace him in the next couple years. So No, Ryan McMahon's a third baseman, CeeLo. Third baseman from the Colorado Rockies. He's one of the better defensive third basemen in all baseball, and he's a good hitter too. And you know, a lot of folks are talking about them being a perfect fit for each other, but we haven't heard yet from the Rockies that they're looking to trade him. So if they put him on the market, my guess the Yankees will be in, but to what degree, I don't know. Hmm. Ounces. Judge's bat, I think, is 30, might be 33 or 32 ounces. I think I heard that somewhere, James. I think I heard that somewhere. Yeah, Sealy's a third baseman, and Bellinger would be their first baseman because they don't need him in the outfield. You know, you're right, Save Me. Morello's got too many red flags. He had a UCL problem last year. He missed like almost 4 months. And I fear, and I'm talking to Maz about this for Trent Express today. We both feel like he's a ticking time bomb. Like he could be a Tommy John surgery waiting to happen. And the last thing I want to do is give half the team to the Oakland A's for a guy who we may not get for a couple years. Like can't we can't that to me doesn't sit well with me. Judge gave Stanton to well, good. I mean, sometimes that's the captain's job, right? So that's good. And you're right, Texas Buckeye. Judge's bat is definitely locked in. Definitely locked in. We need him to stay locked in. Now it looks like we need Soto's bat to kind of lock back in too. And even Verdugo's bat's starting to come around. So we're all around the same time, which is a good thing. And hopefully we'll go on a nice run right now. That would be kind of cool. Because after this series, we come back home and the Reds come to town. So and the Reds are actually pretty good. So it's not going to get any easier anytime soon for the Yankees. Be crazy. Gonna be crazy. Coconuts. What's up, coconuts? Does he really Buckeye 79 ribbies for Judge? Oh my gosh. He can honestly be close to 100 before the All Star break. And the last time I remember somebody having 100 RBIs before the All Star break was Juan Gonzalez from the Texas Rangers. Jack Neely, Kevin? Yeah, Jack Neely's looking pretty good in AAA. The bullpen pitcher? He could be a guy. I mean, like if they got well, let's just say they called up Jack Neely and they acquired Tanner Scott in a trade from the Marlins. That would probably be a pretty good deadline for the bullpen. No, Stroh probably too. Yeah, maybe he did, James. Yeah, I think Torres at the bench and came out to play. Offense looks good, pitching good. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just the spark that he needed, right? The spark that the team needed. So, and it's good to see him respond the way that he did. And I hope that he continues to stay focused and like keep bringing this type of productive energy here because we need it. You know, instead of trading Glaber Torres for a bat, I'd rather have his bat because he's already here. I'd rather just get his bat to where we need it to be. You know? But you're right about that. This is definitely Judge's team. We're lucky to, yeah. I mean, we're damn lucky to have Judge. We are. We're lucky to have Soto too. Yeah. 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 I mean, I could see Judge, getting to 500 home runs here and be kind of cool. I mean, a lifetime Yankee potentially going to Hall of Fame. Be pretty cool. DJ LeMay's bat's 12 pounds and 6 ounces. Yeah, yeah, it is, CeeLo. Dude is swinging a tree trunk. Yes, he does, Cleanse. If Rice definitely can't hit. Yes, he did. Yes, he can. Captain Hulk. Well, they say exactly, Kevin. Sometimes the best teacher is losing playing time. Amen to that, man. Amen to that. Mhm. And this is an example of Boone holding Torres accountable. If far too many people, using this talking point that's peddled by one channel on a regular basis that Boone doesn't hold anybody accountable. There's no accountability, and that isn't true. It's not accountability that they might like, but He's not going to go out and publicly trash his players and all that stuff. He's not going to do that. And like Joe Girardi did that early on and didn't work out for him. So, and that's not really needed. Yeah, Babe Ruth's bat was like all time heavy, James. It was ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And they were playing in bigger stadiums. Said it's just like unbelievable. Center field for the Yankees, I think, was like a 490 almost. And Monument Park was in the outfield, and the fence was behind Monument Park. For those that remember, the Yankees early on when that first came out, Monument Park, it was in the field. Yeah. Yes, he did. He tore into Gary Sanchez's wing several times. Several times. Yep. Yes, he most certainly did. He most certainly did. Yeah, man. But that's what I have for you, gang. I will wrap this up. My youngest daughter's birthday's tomorrow, so I have to go wrap her presents. Um, and but have a great night, guys and gals. 16-5, baby. Yankees win. Feels a heck of a lot better. Smack the like button on the way out if you haven't done that. And if you're not subbed to the channel, please do to make sure and hit the notification if you sub to. That way you don't miss anything. And if news comes out, even if it's 3 in the morning, I get a notification. I'm coming down and recording and putting a video out. So I want to make sure that you know everything when it happens. So, but thank you so much, everybody. Peace and love to all of yous. Yankees are back in business, at least for one night. Let's keep it going. Talk to y'all tomorrow.